Hey guys, welcome. We're gonna make a hopefully a quick video with this GIpro DS series of GIpro, and this is the brand. So this is actually basically it's just a gear indicator. There is a big story behind it. I ordered one and it was from the wrong brand. So I went into the discussion and they sent me a new one. And I hope it's the right one. Okay, with the last one I stripped the whole bike, really, everything down the nose to look for the connector. They said that would be here, but it wasn't. But now it's easy because I already looked for it, and it's this one. It's the one you use to connect a data tool, yeah, to like the Tune ECU or something, your laptop. So that's the one, and then you have to make a bridge for the voltage supply with this one. You can connect to a wire like this, a red one that's already coming in. Here you can tap off the 12 volt feeding, and that's it. So it should be a plug and play, that's what they say. And then you need to set it up. It comes with a manual, some tie wraps, some quick connection. Let's just kind of try and take this. The last one came with stickers, but this one doesn't come with stickers, so that's sad. Okay. The only thing, if you have the manual, then this is the most important thing you should look at when you order it, and it's the same brand, of course. Then this one, T1. You have K1, T5, it's all sorts of, S1, Suzuki, Kawasaki, T1, Triumph 1. Okay, the Triumph 2 I could not order, but yeah, that gives you some basic stuff. 12 volt, 80 milliamps, so that's not a lot. The size, it's waterproof, and operating temperatures is nice to know, but it's tested, But here you can see installation, diagnostic connector I just show you, and then step by step. So what I'm going to do first, of course, is give this the route it needs, yeah. So, and then I'm going to zip tie it, and then I'm going to, or maybe I'm just going to connect it first and then I'm going to zip tie it. So follow me into the process and let's hope it goes fine. Okay, so you remove the tank first, and all the fenders that are in the way, you should be able to work smooth. You can try and sort and force it in there, but I'm not really a fan of this. Just try and work clean so you don't make a mistake, you don't torn everything up, So you just know that everything is, in the end, a bike has a lot of vibrations, and everything needs to be smooth, because vibrations will create friction, and then friction can damage your cables, and then you get shortcuts and stuff like that. So always work clean. I'm just gonna try and force this one, guide this one in here. Okay, it's not working. Trying from the nose up. Here we go. Wow. Just make sure you have enough length in the front that you can make a loop or something. Just give yourself that space. So first I'm just gonna make sure that that's the case. That's like a meter. No joy. So I'm just going to remove these relays. These are for the ECU. I thought for the cooling, for the airbag. Just should remove them. Oh, this is nice. Or put them out of the way, so you have to be able to put some cable in there. Voila. So the whole idea for me is to make sure that the cable is underneath. So if you look at here, there is a cable hose, and that I think is the best place to fit the cable so it doesn't start to get clamped or something. So you just play a little bit with these relays, and you get it underneath there. Voila. This one as well, and then you place them back. Here we go. There we go. And then here, of course, I almost forgot. Yeah, I just have to remove that one for a second, and then place the cable underneath. And then underneath this one, this is from the ABS. No, sorry, this is from the GPS. Gonna fit it in there, and then all the way with cable ties, smooth as possible. Okay, so let's see. So I'm able to lift that thing. Voila. Here we go. So the only downside on this is that when you need to do the diagnostics, that you need to go back in there and, you know, release the cable. But I have to say the quality of the connectors is really good. Doesn't feel cheap at all. Doesn't feel cheap at all. It's good enough. Voila. I'm gonna tire up this as well, so it's decent like this. Yeah. So I'm just making a test. Could have done this before I run it through the whole loop, but as you can see, I'm just going to connect it and it's going to go. Voila. So you can do multiple things. You can just make a connection here, and then you can use this, yeah, or you can try and find a wire which has equally the same size, and you can tie them up together. And I think I'm going to do that, because if I'm correctly, then the blue wire here is a 12 volt one. I just need to make sure that it is. I installed this for the lights in front, so, but I'm not 100% sure anymore. Alright, so I removed the airbox quickly because I'm looking for a positive thread, one that runs 12 volts. And so I followed this blue wire which I attached. If I remember correctly, I tapped it from the rear light, and it's for this switch. This is for the auxiliary lights. So I see here that the blue goes to switch, it's connected. I can't see really how, but I have a feeling, so I'm gonna try it. It's not really a problem. If it doesn't work out, then I can remove it and look for something else. The whole idea is that you have a positive feed voltage when you switch on the contact and not when the contact is off. This is logic because otherwise it would drain your battery. So yeah, I'm gonna go for that. So the way you do this, there are multiple ways. You can open it up and take an iron and solder it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this clamp which they supplied from Healtech. And the way it works is you can see here, you can run your cable, this one, in here where it stops, and you can move this one around the other cable. And then you use this. You plug it in there and it's gonna penetrate both cables and make a connection. It's really, really good. I wouldn't use this, or I don't want to use this somewhere around here where there's a lot of water. But this is like a pretty dry place. It's not 100%, but it's fair enough. So I'm just gonna stick with this one, and that should be able to get the connection solid and waterproof. The grease will help, of course. This is dielectric grease, so that also helps. Just I'm gonna remove a piece of tape. Easy. Voila. I have a little bit more room. And I'm just gonna apply that one. You can just push it through, it is fine. Seems to work. This one goes here. Like that, as you can see. Now you take the pin. Just gonna try and push it, yes. And now it's pushing it through with closing it up. So you just have to make sure that you put up some pressure, that it keeps applied well in both ways. And now here we go. Feel it penetrating. I'm just gonna take a plier. One like that. I'm just gonna go onto the metal itself. It's gonna be fairly more easy for me. Like that. Voila. Seems okay. On the other side. There we go. Keep going, keep pushing. Voila. As you can see, it went fairly easy, and now it is really closed. So I'm just gonna push this one back, this cable. Now it's you can see I have a small loop, but that's fine. Just gonna take some tape. This is Scottish tape or electrical tape. Now I'm just gonna try and see if I have a feed. Yes, it is working. I saw the Healtech flashing, so this is good. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of tape so it doesn't come loose. Like that. Nice and dry. This one is a little bit too long, but don't worry about it. A loop is always okay. It makes sure that you always have a little bit of room. If something goes wrong, that you can troubleshoot it. If it's all tight, then yeah, you cannot rewire a system. The moment you cut a millimeter, you can't get it back. So always keep a little bit of play in your cables for these moments that you have problems. Just gonna and here as well, just need to make sure that I'm happy. I am. You can see, for me, here's what you have a thing on the Triumph, a place for the cable management, which sucks. It's really just for a few cables. I need to tie it up. I leave my gas loose, and most of the other cables are connected to cables that are fixed in this one. But I can already see that it's giving me a headache again. Okay, you just need to follow a smooth route that's clean as well. So maybe I can hammer it in there so it's stuck, but don't force it. Tie it back up. Make sure nothing is in there. Voila. That's fine. So the only thing that's left now is not a lot. I would prefer it was like always a little bit longer. We're always saving on length, because yeah, half a meter times 1000, it's 500 meters. So I cannot really get there. I would have wanted here. See, no, it's not possible. So I have to find another spot to attach. So as you can see, I managed to make it work. I installed the fuel tank so the bike can run now, which is needed. And I need to program the GIpro. So it comes like this. The moment you click it on, it goes in L, and the manual will tell you that it's the learning the gear positions. So you just start it, select the L sign and do a long tap. Then the one will start flashing, and then the moment the one flashes, it's selected, then it goes to the N, the next sign. You go to the second gear, you wait, you go to the N sign, go to the third gear, fourth gear, fifth, sixth. In the end, they will in the top gear you will ride, and the sign will start flashing U, and then it's done. Then it should be programmed. The bike is now on a side stand, on a paddock stand, so it is a bit of a risk, but I'm on the bike. If it should tip, then I can use the front brake, and I can release and I can pull in the clutch. So this is the way I think about safety. I also have ear protection because I'm indoors. So basically everything should go fine. Just stay aware of course, that the bike will run the wheel will run pretty fast in sixth gear. So that's the only things to think about. I'm gonna try it. If it doesn't work, I have to retry, and we'll see from there. So install the saddle. Have to release the clutch. That goes into second. Have to release the clutch. It doesn't work now, I can see it takes too long. Gotta try again. I know what I've done. Okay, let's try again. Now it's gonna work. Voila, that worked down. So now the GIpro knows exactly what's going on. Every time you start up, it will go to the cycle, and then as long as the bike is not running, it stays like this. The moment you go into gear, it will only select if you release your clutch, because there is a connection between the ECU and the GIpro, and that knows, hey, the clutch is engaged, so there's no gear selected. The moment you release it, there is a gear selected, and then it knows which one. That's something internal because of a coding. That seems to work. Now you also have other things that you can do that are for me less important. You can adjust the filtering. That means you can make the response quicker or slower, but for me the response seems fine. for now, so I'm just gonna leave it. But there is a step 0 to 9. I'm just gonna check it and show you guys. And then if you keep pushing, you're gonna go through the C. So C is reading the firmware version. It's not important. Filtering, you have to press. Here we go. And you have to press again. Now it goes. Let's say I'm gonna go a little bit faster. I'm gonna go out. It's programmed. When you see U, it's programmed. Now it's gonna go through the gears again. So I'm just gonna try the next step. It's brightness. For me, the brightness is good. I don't know if it's automatic. 10 steps. This 4. Decrease if you less, increase the more. But it will adapt normally. So that's good. You can flip the display up and down depending on how you set up, but for me that is okay. And you can reset all values. So yeah, that's basically it. So it works. The only thing that I need to do now is give it a good place. I'm thinking that this is maybe the best place, but I'm really annoyed with the cable, so I have to work this away. But I think this is a good spot. I should have made the cable possible to enter it here as well, or in the back. Then you would not have seen it. Understand? It's in the back. You can work it away. Now it's just weird, and also the cable is not long enough. So maybe you can place it like this. It's also a way. It's a bit off. So I'm not really happy, guys, with that. But it's just a detail. But this is how you do it. This is how you set it up. It's fairly easy. You get a manual, so you can just read it. But maybe this video can help you. If it does, just consider subscribing or give it a like, share it. I don't know, but give me a comment. And thanks. See you guys in the next one.